Hello, it is Foundation Friday, July. What is it? 8th. I think it's July 8th, 2022. The days are flying by in the second half of the year here. Steve Sipress here with you. And if you've been following along on recent Foundation Fridays, you know what that means. It is another in our multi-part series on the fantastic foundational book, The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. David J. Schwartz. We are in chapter 8, to make your attitudes your allies. And at the beginning of the chapter, Dr. Schwartz urged us to cultivate and get good at 3 attitudes. And today we're starting in on the second one, which is to grow the "you are important" attitude. Now, what does he mean by that? Not grow the attitude of thinking you're important, grow the attitude of making other people feel important. In fact, that's especially relevant to the WOW strategy that I created. The first W of the WOW strategy stands for the who. When you're putting together your advertising or your marketing or sales messages, concentrate on the who, on who you want to attract to do business with you. It's all about them. And so here, Dr. Schwartz urges us to grow the "you are important" attitude. When you identify that who that you want to do business with, now you want to figure out how you can consistently make those people, in fact, make all people, feel important. So let's go. This is a fact of paramount significance, says Dr. Schwartz. Each human being, whether he lives in India or Indianapolis, whether he's ignorant or brilliant, civilized or uncivilized, young or old, has this desire. He wants to feel important. Ponder on that. Everyone, yes, everyone. Your neighbors, your wife, your boss, on and on and on, has a natural desire to feel that he or she is somebody. The desire to be important is man's strongest, most compelling non-biological hunger. And successful advertisers and marketers know that people crave prestige, distinction, recognition. They like to feel important. So you'll see headlines, winning headlines that read such as, and again, this is 60 years ago, back in the 1960s, for smart young homemakers, or people with distinctive taste use this product, or you want only the best, or be the envy of everyone, or for women who want to be envied by women and admired by men. These headlines, in effect, tell people, buy this product and you will put yourself in the important class. You will feel important. Learn how to satisfy this craving, this hunger to be important that will carry you forward to success, because it's basic equipment in your success tool chest. Yet, and read this sentence again before you go on, even though displaying the attitude "you are important" gets results, and even though it costs nothing, few people use it. So let's read that again. Even though displaying the attitude "you are important" gets results, and even though it costs nothing, few people use it. A little fill-in is needed here to show why. On the philosophical side, our religions, our laws, our entire culture is based on the belief of the importance of the individual. For example, suppose you're flying your own plane and you had a crash landing down in an isolated mountain region. As soon as your accident was known, a large-scale search for you would begin. Nobody would ask, is that person important? Without knowing anything about you except that you are a human being, helicopters, other aircraft, search parties on foot would all begin looking for you. And we know that. And it'll be blasted all over the TV news. Without knowing, blah, 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 blah. And they would keep on looking for you, spending thousands of dollars in the process until they found you, or until not one trace of hope remained. Same thing with a little child who wanders off into the woods, or falls into a well, or gets in some other dangerous predicament. No one is concerned with whether or not the child comes from an important family. Every effort is made to rescue the child, because every child is important. So it's not too wild to guess that all living creatures, probably not more than 1 out of 10 million, happens to be a human being. That means a person is a biological rarity. He is important in God's scheme of things. Now, let's look at the practical side. When most people shift their thinking from philosophical discussions to everyday situations, they tend to forget, unfortunately, their ivory tower concepts of the importance of individuals. So here's an exercise tomorrow. Take a good look at how most people exhibit an attitude towards most other people, which seems to say, you're a nobody, you count for nothing, you mean nothing, absolutely nothing to me. I went to the Arizona Diamondbacks game last night. A friend called, said, I got tickets in the luxury box, can you make it? So my beautiful wife Michelle went over there, and well, there wasn't a lot of people in the stands, 5,000, 10,000, really small crowd, but still, that's thousands of people. And as we walked through the corridors to our seats, we walked past all kinds of, first the ticket takers and then the friskers that are checking, make sure you're not bringing in whatever they want you to bring in. And then all the ushers and the food service people and the whatever. Some of them said hello, but most of the time was me smiling, waving, say hello, how you doing? But for the most part, I'm guessing that most of the 5 or 10,000 people in there just walked right by these people. They walked right by the other people. They didn't even say hello to the people sitting right next to them, right behind them, right in front of them. This happens in a movie theater, happens in, what the heck? I mean, it happens all over the place. When you're in crowds, we tend to not even talk to people when they're right near us or walk right past people. That's what Dr. Schwartz is talking about. So there's a reason why the you are unimportant attitude prevails. It's because most people look at another person and think, well, he can't do anything for me, therefore he's not important to me. But right there is where people make a basic, huge blunder. The other person, regardless of his or her status or income, is important to you for two giant dollars and cents reasons. And we will pick it up with reason number one next Foundation Friday as we get back into the magic of thinking big by Dr. David J. Schwartz. I hope you'll join me then. That's it for now. Thanks for being here live. Thanks for watching on the replay, and I will catch you tomorrow on Social Media Saturday. Over and out.